It's past midnight. The rain is coming down in sheets, and a college student named Arjun is stranded alone on a desolate rural road. He's just missed the last bus home. Out of the heavy downpour, an old man appears. He doesn't offer an umbrella. Instead, he gives a single cryptic instruction. If you want to reach home fast, take the 12:07 train. Arjun just laughs. He's walked this road a dozen times, and he knows for a fact there isn't a railway station for miles. Arjun's world is defined by schedules and maps. To him, the old man isn't a supernatural messenger. He's just a confused local who's lost his mind in the storm. The man points a trembling finger forward. As the fog parts, the empty road ahead gives way to rusted pillars and a concrete platform. It's an archaic station that seems to have grown out of the mist itself. High above the platform, a weathered analog clock ticks. The time is exactly 12:06 a.m. A heavy, driverless train screeches to a halt. Despite the impossibility of the tracks, the doors slide open, and Arjun steps inside just to get out of the freezing rain. The moment those doors hiss shut, the sound of the rain vanishes. Arjun crossed a threshold into a space where the rules of the road no longer apply. Inside, the carriage is dimly lit and smells of damp wool. Arjun finds a seat, trying to treat this like any other late-night trip home. But his fellow passengers are different. A few rows up, a man in a suit is fast asleep, hanging entirely upside down from the handrails like it's perfectly natural. Across the aisle, a woman stares at a blank metal wall, laughing until tears run down her face at a joke only she can hear. Arjun tries to look away. He tells himself these are just eccentric city dwellers, or maybe he's accidentally boarded a train full of performers. The sheer weirdness of the scene keeps him anchored to his seat. He's so preoccupied with the laughing woman and the sleeping man that he doesn't notice the train is accelerating into a darkness where the tracks should have ended miles ago. The laughter stops. A young child slowly walks down the aisle and stops right next to Arjun. The kid leans in, his voice a dry whisper. "Don't look outside after 12:10. Arjun feels a chill that has nothing to do with the rain. He looks at the clock at the end of the car. 12:09 flips to 12:10. Every light in the carriage goes black. The mechanical hum of the wheels falls into a dead, heavy silence. When emergency lights flicker on, every passenger has shifted. Their bodies stay completely still, but their heads snap toward him in a synchronized motion. The child's eyes go wide. He points at Arjun and says, "New passenger." Arjun doesn't wait for what comes next. He kicks open the window and hurls himself into the dark. He doesn't think about the landing or the speed. He simply chooses the certain danger of the fall over the unknown fate waiting for him inside that carriage. Arjun wakes to the sound of birds and the warmth of a clear morning. A group of villagers are standing over him, their faces full of concern. He's bruised and his clothes are torn, but he's alive. The villagers help him up, asking how he ended up in this overgrown, empty field. When Arjun tells them about the 12:07 train, an old man in the group goes silent. He tells Arjun that a station used to stand here, but it was wiped off the map by a horrific accident 20 years ago. If that station hasn't existed for 2 decades, then the 12:07 isn't a commute. It's a loop, the ghost of a journey that always ends at the same wreckage. Arjun tries to breathe. He tells himself it was the cold, the exhaustion, and the fall. He tries to believe the entire night was just a trick of his own mind. But as he stands up, he feels a small, stiff paper tucked into his palm. He looks down at a vintage ticket. The paper is yellowed and brittle, with a fresh punch hole right through the center. The date printed on it is from 20 years ago. Arjun stares at the date. The sun is out and the field is empty, but he's still holding the receipt for a ride on a train that no longer exists.